All right, have your yoga block nearby. I've got a nice thick one. It's gonna add some extra balance challenges, get some strength going. We're gonna do some great work today. So let's get started with our feet a little wider than hip distance. Toes can turn out or point forward, whatever feels most comfortable for your hip joints. And let's take some nice big circles with the hips. Warming up. Good, like we're inside a big hula hoop. And switching directions, circle the other way. Getting all the little cricks and creaks out of the body, warming it up. Last one. Perfect. Take a nice wide stance now. Toes are pointed out a little. And we'll just take some lateral lunges, little side to side lunges. Stretching down the outside of the legs. Opening up the inner thighs as well. The hips, get everything warmed up. Bending and straightening through the ankles a little. Good, last two. Perfect, come to center. You can take your hands down to the floor or on the block, any height. Bend the knees and straighten. Bend and straighten. Just bringing your bum up and down. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, hands on the hips, come up tall. Heel toe your feet back in. Come to a nice tall stance. We're gonna do a little bit of balance, but still warming up here. So pressing into your right foot, get the sole of the foot spread nice and wide. Bring the knee of the left leg up to hip height, and we'll start some circles coming inward first. Internal rotation. Making the circles as big as you comfortably can, no pain. Switching directions, external rotation, opening up and out. Last one. Perfect, coming back to center. We'll circle out through our shin now, as if there were a great big circle on the floor and we're tracing it with our toes. Good, circling the other way. Always keeping that balance, maybe looking at something that's not moving if you can. You don't have to look at me. Good. Come back to neutral, point the toes, and flex. Point and flex. We're still balancing. Point and flex. Take the toes side to side, side to side, side to side, and then circle at the ankle. Nice big circles. Circle the other way. Both directions. Perfect. Place that foot back on the floor and we'll switch sides. Getting the left sole of the foot spread out nice and wide. Spread your toes wide. Find your balance. And bring the right knee up to hip height. Starting with internal rotation circles. Big circles. As big as you can get them without any pain. One more. And now circle outwards. External rotation. Open up that hip. Building our balance. If you need to hold on to something with a hand, that's okay. Come back to neutral. We'll make those circles with our shin. You can have a hand on a chair here, or a hand on the wall, circle the other way. Whatever helps you build that balance. But I want you to challenge yourself too. Good, come back to stillness, point the toes, and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex, take the toes side to side, side to side, side to side, and then circle out the ankle. Good job. Circle the other way. Nice. All right. We're all nice and warmed up. We are going to get that block under our right foot. Standing with our feet parallel, coming straight out of the hip sockets. So you've got about 2 fist distance between your feet left to right. We're gonna take a 3 pulse squat, and then we'll come up on this right leg for a balance. All right, here we go. Let's pulse it down. 1, 2, 3, lift up, balance. 1, 2, 3, lift up, balance. Drive that knee high. Lift up high, good. Yes. Starting to get that heat going. Doing great. Sink those hips as low as you can. And drive the knee high. Good, 2 more. Drive it up. Last one, we're gonna hold at the top. Find your balance. Balance, balance, balance. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down. Woo! My breath is going. My heart rate's getting up. I hope yours is too. All right, we're gonna turn that block out about 45 degrees. Bring the right foot up. We're gonna heel toe the left leg out so we can come into a nice wide plie stance. All right, sinking down. Knees are right over top of the ankles. We're just holding here, nice and steady. Make sure your left knee is right over top of the ankle. We're gonna lift up on the toes and lower. Lift and lower. Heel goes up and down. Nothing else in the body is moving. Up and down. Up and down. We're just holding this plie. Good job. 3 more. 2, 1. We're gonna pulse it out. Hold the heel up high. Here we go, little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up tall, lower the heel down. Woo! Feel that burn already. All right, good stuff. Let's switch to the other side. Bring your block in front of your left foot. Bringing the left foot up onto the block. Right foot is beside the block. Hips are nice and parallel. All right, 3 pulse squat, and then we're gonna balance with that knee drive. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, drive it high. Sink, 2, 3, drive it high. Good. 2, 3, balance the knee up. 1, 2, 3, and up. Good job. Get those hips as low as you can. Really sink that booty back. And up. 3 more. Drive the knee. Heart rate's getting high. Last one, we're gonna hold that knee balance at the top and hold balance. 3, 2, 1, come on down. Good job. Turn that block out 45 degrees. Left foot is on the block. Heel toe the right leg, or a little skip hops out to our wide second, our plie stance. And then we'll bend the knees. Just make sure wherever your right leg has landed this time, the knees over top of the ankle. Holding our little plie, heel goes up and down, up and down. Long, tall spine. Sinking it low in the hips. Up and down, up and down. Feeling those quads. Up and down. Last 3, 2, 1. Hold it there, little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up tall, lower the heel down. Whew. I'm getting a little shaky shake already. Feels so good. All right, let's come down to the floor. Get a little side booty going here. Laying down on our left side. Left hip is down on the ground. Knees are bent. Bring your spine in line with the back line of your mat and bending your knees so that your feet are in line with your spine or tucked essentially underneath your bum. Okay, starting with a little clam here. Glue the heels together, feet are flexed, a little open and close. And make sure here that your knees are in the same line, that you're not rocking back and that top knee is way back. Make sure it's like a book, opening and closing, and the pages are all lining up and meeting. Good. 3, and 2, and 1. Nice work. Lift that leg up so we could fit the block in between. Not that we're going to, but just as a reference, how much height you want there. Shin is parallel to the floor. We're going to tap that knee down, lift back up to parallel, and then tap the toes down behind. Tap the knee in the front, tap the toes in the back. Good, tap the knee in the front, tap the toes in the back. Perfect. To the front, and to the back. To the front, and to the back. Yes, starting to feel that booty. And the back. 3 more. To the front, to the back. Try and get nice rotation through the hip. Good, last one. To the front, to the back. Good job. Take your block. We're going to place it right behind the left leg. Place the right foot on top of it and extend your left leg out long, pointing towards the front edge of your mat. Open your knee up towards the sky. Flexing the left toes. We're going to do a little lift and lower of that left leg. Little lift and lower. Lift and lower. You got it. Inner thighs. For 4, 3, 2, hold on 1, hold at the top, point the toes, and trace little circles with the toes, like you're tracing the edge of a ping pong ball. Tiny little circles. Good, switch directions, take the circles the other way. Yes. Last 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and 1. Reach the toes long, reach, 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 and lower that inner thigh down. Beautiful. Slide the block out long, bend your left knee back in, and take your toes behind that block. Actually, you know what? We're gonna turn it high. Let's make it more challenging, because we're getting strong. All right, we're in our semi-clam pose. Bottom knee is bent, top leg is straight, right behind that block. We're gonna lift up and over, create a semicircle, tap, tap the floor, lift up and back, tap, tap, up and over, tap, tap, up and back, tap, tap. Get some speed going here too. We're getting our cardio in today. Tap, tap, hop potato. Tap, 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 up and over, tap, tap. If you knock over your block, I'm coming to get you. I know you can do it. Get that lift nice and high. It's like a rainbow. Last 2. And 1. Tap, tap, and back. Oh, good job. Grab that block. Come onto your back. We're gonna put the block aside just for a moment. Just to warm up our low back a little more with some pelvic rocks before we do some bridging. So you can place your hands down on your low belly. And this is like a cat-cow movement, but we're laying on our back. So as we inhale, the belly opens up nice and wide. Your low back might lift off the floor. As we exhale, press the belly button to the spine, round the back like a Halloween cat. Inhale to open up. Exhale to round and breathe out. Inhaling, tipping the tailbone down. Exhale to peel the tailbone off just a little. Once more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Come back to a neutral spine. We're going to place that block underneath our right foot. Lengthwise, make sure the feet are still parallel and they're fairly close to your hips. Get a nice strong grounding on that right foot. We gotta get it tucked in a little closer. There we go. Okay. Pressing lots of weight into that right foot. Flat back for a hinge bridge. Hands are relaxed down by your sides. Big breath in. Exhale, send hips straight up to the sky. Little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top, big breath. Exhale, flat back down with control. Very nice, big breath in. Exhale, send the hips straight up to the sky. Squeeze that booty, and we're gonna pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath. Exhale, flat back down. Nice work. 2 more. Big breath in. Exhale, send the hips straight up to the sky and pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath. Exhale, flat back down. Last one with just 2 pulses. Big breath in. Exhale, send the hips up. Here we go. Pulse 1, 2. Big breath. Exhale, lower the hips down to the ground. Whew. Good job. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bonus in here. We'll do a little semi-marching. Big breath in. Exhale, send the hips up to the sky. All your weight is in your right foot. Bring your left leg up to a tabletop. Big breath in. Exhale, drop the hips down to hover over the mat. Woo. Inhale, squeeze them up to the sky. Exhale, hover over the mat. Exhale, squeeze up to the sky. Hover over the mat. Last one, squeeze up high. Good. Lower the left foot back down to the floor. Big breath in. Exhale, lower the hips down with control. Hello, hamstring. I hope you felt that one. Slide your block over to your left foot. We gotta even our booty out. Make sure we get both sides. All right, nice and strong under the left foot. Feet are equally balanced. Knees coming out of the hips. Big breath in. Exhale, send the hips straight up to the sky. Little pulses. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Big breath at the top. Exhale, flat back down. Big breath in. Exhale, send the hips straight up to the sky. Pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath. Exhale, flat back down. Phew. Ooh, I'm sweating. I hope you are too. Big breath in. Exhale, send the hips straight up to the sky. Pulses for 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath. Exhale, flat back down. Last one, just 2 pulses. Big breath. Exhale, send the hips straight up to the sky. Pulse 1, 2. Big breath. Exhale, lower the hips down. Good job. We're gonna do that half march. Big breath in. Exhale, send the hips straight up. Get all your weight into that left foot. Right leg carefully comes up to tabletop. Here we go. Hips go down to a hover and send them back up. Down to a hover and up. Down to a hover and up. Last one. Hover and lift. Good. Lower the right foot back down to the floor and lower your hips with control. Oh, so good. I love it. Okay. Bring that block between your feet. We're gonna get it lengthwise, so we've got it the long way between our ankles. Squeeze it nice and tight. Turn your heels in and your toes out, so you're creating a nice V shape. Knees are turned out just a little bit. Hands can be down by your sides or behind your head, whatever you prefer. We're gonna do a little frog. Big breath in. Exhale, bend the knees into the chest. Inhale, press out at about 45 degrees. Exhale, bend. Inhale, stretch it long. Exhale, bend. Keep that nice squeeze of the block. It's not going anywhere. Make sure your toes are still pointed out at 10 and 2 o'clock. Inhale to stretch. Exhale to bend. Good. Keep going and keep breathing. 2 more. Last one. Good. Release that block. Oh, so good. Okay, we're gonna come to the other side. Oh no, we have another bridge. Oh, I almost forgot the other bridge. No, we need that bridge. Okay. Place your block down between your feet. We're going to take the feet up on the block, and the soles of the feet are coming together, letting the knees drop open a little bit like a butterfly. We're going to do a butterfly bridge. Big breath in. Exhale, send the hips up. Inhale, down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good. So your knees are pointing out. 10 and 2 o'clock. Soles of the feet are together. And we're squeezing that tushy for dear life at the top. Squeeze it tight. Good. Last 4. Get those hips high. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Lower down. Now we get to go to the other side. I'm going to spin around here. Take that block out of the way for just a moment. And we're laying down on our right hip this time. Starting with our plan. Make sure your back is lined up with the back line of your mat. Knees are together. Get that nice line up. So you're like a book. All the pages are all lined up. Don't let the top knee come back because your hip is rolling back. Glue the ankles together. Flex the feet a little open and close. Upper body is nice and still and stable here. Nothing's moving in the upper body. No rocking in the hips. You're not Elvis. Keep those hips stable. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Bring that top leg up. Left leg is up at hip height. We can slide the block right between our knees. That's the perfect height. We're going to dip the knee forward, tap it in front of the right knee, and then open up, tap the toes behind the right foot. Tapping the right knee down, or left knee down, and left toes back. Good. Tap forward and to the back. Getting nice movement through the hip as you do. Good. Open and close. Open and close. I reverse that. Close and open. Good. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Perfect. All right. Bring that block mid-height right behind your right leg. Place the left sole of foot onto it and extend your right leg long, a little bit forward, hiking forward to the corner of your mat, and little lift and lower that right leg, squeezing through the inner thigh. Foot can be flexed or relaxed, whatever feels best for you here. And we are leaning back just a little bit on this one. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, hold at the top on 1, point the toes, trace those little circles. Good, it's like we're tracing around a tiny little ping pong ball or a napkin ring. 3, 2, 1, circle the other way. Take the circles the other direction. Get those inner thighs fired up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the toes, reach, reach, reach. Squeeze that inner thigh tight. Exhale to lower down. Beautiful. Take that block on its highest height. The middle at the bottom of your mat. Come lay back down. Bottom knee is bent, right leg is bent, left leg is extended long. Toes just behind that block for our hot potato. Creating a nice big semicircle lift up and over, tap, tap, lift up and back, tap, tap. Up and over, tap, tap, up and back, tap, tap. Get that nice big rainbow. Get a little speed to it. Quick tap on the floor. The floor is lava. Yes, doing great. We got 4 more. Up and over. Last 2. Last 1. And back. Good, bend your knees in, give your booty a little pat if you need it. We are gonna cool down now. Place that block off to the side. We don't need it anymore. Coming on to your hands and knees, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Tuck your toes under. We're gonna send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Oh, that feels so good now. Now let's just pedal through the feet, bending one knee and letting the opposite heel stretch back. Feet are hip distance, hands are shoulder distance. Spreading the palms nice and wide to get a good grip on the mat. Reaching the belly back towards the thighs. Beautiful. Big breath in, come high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, send the heels as far back as they want to go. Good, big breath in. On the exhale, stepping the right knee forward to the right wrist. Turn your toes out about 45 degrees, coming into our pigeon on the right side. Sliding that left leg back, straight out behind you. Oh, that feels so good. Make sure your hips are square. Big breath in. Exhale, folding forward if you wish. You can certainly use the block here underneath the forearms. Ooh, just slowing the breath. Deep breath in. Exhale, maybe coming down onto the forehead. Forehead to the backs of the hands or right down to the mat. Whatever feels comfortable and accessible for you today. Taking a few slow, deep breaths. Inhaling to press up gently, walk your way back up. And we're going to sink over onto that right hip so we can turn this into a nice half butterfly. Left leg is extended long to the corner of our mat. We're going to tuck the right sole of foot into the left inner thigh. Starting up nice and tall, maybe untuck your booty out from underneath you if you need to. That helps get nice and tall. Big breath. Exhale, folding straight forward. Coming right down. Again, the block can be nice underneath the forearms here. Or just extending your arms out long. Softening forward any amount that feels good. Getting nice and heavy through the left hip and the left sit bone. Try not to let it peel off the earth. Just stretching out the inner thigh. Letting the tension go. Big breath in. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, walk your hands back in. We'll turn our chest now to face our left leg, so square the shoulders off towards your left leg. You're facing the left corner of your mat. Big breath, grow nice and tall. Exhale, folding over your leg this time. So the body is turned at about a 45-degree angle. We're just softening down over the left leg. Allow the kneecap to soften. And just let go of any tension in the back side of the left leg. Last deep breath. Let it go. Planting your hands, chin to your chest, roll up nice and gentle. We'll make our way back onto hands and knees, tabletop. Sending the hips up and back again, last downward dog. And this time just swaying the hips from side to side, getting a little stretch down the outer thighs and the IT band. Just wiggling the hips deeply from side to side. Nice deep stretch. Beautiful, coming back to stillness and center. Big breath in. Exhale, bringing the left knee forward to the left wrist. Turn the toes out about 45 degrees. And then send that right leg straight back. For our pigeon on the left side, deep breath in. Exhaling to fold forward, maybe coming onto the block or down onto your forearms. Just checking that the hips are square. You're not sinking off into that left hip. Feel both hip bones reaching towards the earth evenly. Deep breath in. Exhaling to come down all the way, if you did on the first side. Again, just checking the hips, make sure they're still square. Settling into this nice deep hip stretch. Last big breath in. And slow breath out. Pressing into the palms to walk your way back up. I'm going to swing that right leg around so it comes out towards the right corner of our mat. Left sole of foot is tucked into the inner thigh. Square off your shoulders so they're pointing straight forward. Big breath in, grow tall. Exhale, walking the hands forward, any amount that feels good. Again, really sink into that right hip. Try not to let it peel off the earth. Getting this beautiful stretch in the inner thigh. Just letting go. Tuck your chin to your chest, walking back up gently. We'll turn the shoulders to the right. Square your shoulders off towards the right leg so they're pointing over that right leg. Your torso is turned 45 degrees. Big breath. Exhale to fold forward over the right leg. Softening down, relax the kneecap and the top of the thigh. Let the hamstring gently stretch. And this is a great stretch for your low back as well, your mid back. Your quadratus lumborum that runs right down your flank over the kidneys. Beautiful stretch for this area too. Big breath in. Exhale, plant the palms, chin to chest, roll up nice and gentle. Turn to face the short side of your mat. We'll roll down the spine nice and gentle, taking your kneecaps in your hands and just rock out some little circles with the low back. And you can roll your knees in the same direction as one another and go the other way. Or if you wish, you can take the knees in opposite directions. Whichever feels most comfortable and beneficial for your hips and your low back. Good, taking a big breath, giving yourself a nice big squeeze. Exhale, release one foot at a time back to the floor. Extend your legs out long. Taking up space, turn your palms up to the sky for our last few breaths in relaxation. Giving the body just a few moments to absorb all of the effects of our practice today. Sending the breath deep into the belly. Sending fresh, oxygenated blood to every single cell, allowing it to renew and restore. so that we are stronger tomorrow. Last full breath in. And long breath out. Take a great big stretch overhead. Reach the hands and the toes far away from one another. Maybe give yourself a little wiggle, a little snake through the body. Good, big breath, reach. Exhale, turning onto one side, into a fetal position. Press yourself up as you feel ready. Coming to a comfortable seat. Circling the arms for one last breath. Inhale, reach out. Exhaling the hands down through center. Allow your thumbs to rest on your heart. I hope you enjoyed this class today. I had a blast. Thank you so much for joining me, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Blessed be.